Okay guys, today we are going to dehair Miss Rarity here. I'll be turning her into Magneto Pony, so I will not be rehairing her, but eventually I will. First you gotta pop her head off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my X-acto knife here. You could probably use a box cutter, which is pretty much the same thing, just industrial. And we're going to cut out the little thing that makes her head swivel. I'm going to put it back in later so the head can still swivel. But so I can get the tail hair out, I have to be very careful first of all, because this is very sharp, and cut this bad boy out. And once you have it loose enough, oh dear, it's still attached somewhere. So I couldn't get a good grip on it. I grabbed my excuse me, my needle nose pliers and just pulled it out a little bit. And it's still attached here somewhere. I mean, you don't want to be careful because the body is made of relatively malleable plastic. How are you? And X-acto knives are very, very, very sharp. My voice is being funny now that I decided to record something today. Oh, there we go. I found... It's still attached. Excellent. It just pops right out. Just like that. We'll glue it back in later. So then what we're going to do is take my tweezers. I'm going to stick them in here, and I'm going to grab... Don't know here. If you can see that purple down there, that's the part where the hair starts. I'm just going to take my tweezers in here and pull that out. And there's a washer in there. Ta-da! Alrighty, so the first thing we need to do is cut off some of her hair so it's easier to pull out the other way. Poor Rarity. But don't cut yourself in the process. I cut myself with a pair of wire cutters once. That was not cool. And then if I can, I'm going to get my tweezers in here. The tutorial I found, there's a link to it in the description. You're actually going to use hemostats, which are a medical tool really, but they're tweezers, but they're longer and slenderer, and they have an angled edge. They have a edge that goes out to like here, and it's angled, which would be really helpful right now. I thought I would have problems with the tail, but I didn't have problems with the tail with these. I'm having problems with those. If you were just going to glue her head back on so it's stationary, you could cut out this center circle here, but I would like the pony to turn its head when I'm done with this, so I get these fun adventures of pulling out this head hair. Alright, here we go. I kind of got this. What I did was I stuck my tweezers in there, and I just yanked a bunch of it down, and then they come out in clumps, maybe. Kind of. If I ever get into doing this, I think I'm gonna go get myself a pair of hemostats. I think they sell them at craft stores. Slow going here, but it's going. So I guess we'll come back when I have all this. There's a good chunk. I like that chunk. That's a good chunk. I wasn't filming it, but I was digging around in there, and it bent my tweezers. Huh. I still think this little toy is. I'm trying to fix my tweezers here. Ooh, look at that. I'm just digging around trying to loosen stuff up, and it just bent my tweezers. I am going to be using clay, so really I could just cut this out. I kind of like that idea. Where's my X-acto knife? I'm going to use clay, so I'm not going to rehair this. Hopefully sooner than later. I will actually do a hair one. But since I'm going to be replacing this with clay, there's no reason I need the plugs here. So I'm just going to cut them out. I'm trying not to cut myself. I've never cut myself with an X-acto knife, but it can't be pleasant. Okay, I see what my problem was. There's a huge wad of glue behind her horn here. That was what was bending my tweezers and not letting me pull this out. I'll just probably take this into the bathroom and rinse it out, and all the hair will, in theory, come out when the water goes through it. But like I said, I am putting clay on this, so I'm just going to cut this off. Blech. There it is, a hole in her head. Stop it. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to rehair her. That's why I was able to tear her apart. But the G4s aren't supposed to be heavy on glue, but Rarity's got a huge wad of glue that takes up most of her head at the top here. It's kind of annoying, but either way, I got her mostly dehaired. Should probably get most of this out so it doesn't do funny things to the clay. But we're probably gonna have to wash this. So I'm gonna stop there because I have to watch this, and I'm not gonna go to the bathroom right now. Because the bathroom's down the hall and around the corner. Ugh, already hair everywhere. So there we have it. Detailed, mostly dehaired Rarity. Once I wash her, I'm gonna glue this back in so she can have a turnable head again. I'm not going to do this right now, but if you're going to paint her, if you're going to paint your pony, you should probably move the cutie mark and the eyes with nail polish remover. They do have little eye indents, so you can still see where the eye goes. But other than that, that's all I got right now. Hopefully sooner than later I will do a rehairing one, but not right now because I'm making Magneto, and I'm going to use clay for his hair. And there we have it, headless Rarity with a hole in her head. Ta-da!